Divided, almost conquered, defeated at heart by fables heard in the past, lies that seem like truth and we leave it out, different races, diverse tribes, warring continuously but never attaining bliss. Take for instance, two people of distinct races crossing paths at the store. The white lady looks on, one eye judging, the other eye in fear of the unknown. The black guy looks on, in fear of what actions the white lady would take next. It could be a quick dial of 911 which could lead to a brawl. How does he fear for fear of the other's fears? The unnecessary calling of cops over a property that I own just because this gentleman is presumed a thug? That is absurd. What is disturbing is driving my own vehicle and being pulled up, but my hands dare not leave the wheels. I cannot move, I can barely breathe, not even manage a slight shift of my head in the change of direction. My face laid straight before me, freezing like a prisoner in my own domain. Invisible shackles on my hands that could soon be real because armless as I am, my fate isn't known, but determined by the mood of these cops. So I pray in my mind to God to keep me when I've done no wrong, and it has to be silent. My words are falsely used against me, or I'm shot dead on the spot, so I watch my actions, my words, my expressions to avoid a sudden blood spill. And at times I want to speak out. I'm pinned down to the ground. I gasp painfully as I remember my kids that I don't want to leave fatherless. I cry out for justice as I remember my wife who awaits me in her loving arms. But I'm pinned to the ground. But you have children and families too, don't you? Why then should my color be an issue? Even more disturbing is the hatred among your own race or tribe, where relationship is dependent on language or tribe. And this has been the case. Centuries past, decades counting. Generations caught in the same web, repeating old cycles, massacre and bloodshed. Cries of the bloods of innocents, wanting nothing more than justice, backed with mocking grins and defiance. I wonder if they will stand if the coin were flipped. If they are left hanging on the edge, I wonder if they will still laugh. I wonder for how long they will keep defining the rest of us by the mistakes of one, and when we will stop living in fear of our own rights. But I've come to realize, sadly, that these perpetrators are just as much victims of notions that have been ingrained in them since they were born, and repetition of the status quo without so much a second thought to question what was wrong. And now, the whole system is a mess. No one was born racist, and so whatever was learned can be unlearned. Why don't we wake up and see the beauty in other races beyond their weaknesses? Wake up and see what my color has to offer other than a different shade. That my skin is not a determinant factor of how I should be treated. Wake up and break the false notions that spread hate and destroy love. Yes, create awareness. It doesn't end when the news fades and your post dies as well until the next case arises to stir up another wave of emotional excitement. It is not about staying silent. Race or tribe is being victimized right in front of your eyes, and all you do is turn on cameras and flashlights for the media while somebody's life slips away in vain. To ignore it is to promote it. To keep quiet is to encourage it. It's more in what we are doing than in what we say, and it starts with every single person. Yeah, I know about the violent protest that stems from deep hurt and anger, but it's more in the little things. Creating a right impression of yourself to another. You might say, I don't owe anybody anything, but loving has always been the better choice. That little beam of smile can break down walls of defenses in another. A wave of hello or giving helping hands can help win a brother, finding common interest and spreading light. Hey, do you know my daughter too loves candy? And a conversation ensues, one that leaves a mark on your heart. Hate would always lead to more hate, remember that. But love, however subtle, builds bridges. I mean, if Jesus could love us despite our wrongs, maybe it's time we reflect the same to others. Black and white alike, Hispanic or Asian, Igbo or Yoruba, Hausa or Efik, all of us together. Our individual actions are paramount. It's not in the big things, it's the details that count.